All right, everybody, welcome to this TTC interview. And once again, my special guest is Pistol213rd. So
Yep.
we're going to get into these questions, Pistol. Not a great season. How you're not a great way for your Raiders to start the season at 0-6. So let's be honest. If you guys do go like, if you guys, what record do you think you guys are going to go this year? If you would have to pick.
Well, I know at the beginning of the season I said 10-6, but obviously if we go 10-6, we would have to win the remainder of our games. And right now, as of right now, I don't see that happening. I'm probably thinking about 7 or 9 wins, or
Maybe.
well, no, 7-9 record, and maybe a 6-10 record. Who knows?
Yeah, it'd be kind of amazing though to see you guys, since you guys lost 6 straight. It'd be kind of amazing to see you guys win like 10 straight games. That'd
Yeah.
be
After the fourth week, though, I must say, my fan base is already screaming about the draft. Like they're talking about getting the first pick already again after the fourth week.
yeah. Well, we do know you're not the only one who had to witness a 0-6 season in the TTC. I mean, last year the Giants fans had to witness that.
Yeah, yeah. But
So,
you still gotta go on here, keep fighting, keep repping.
yep.
Can't go ghost when your team's losing.
Yeah. So, looking at the World Series right now, I believe last time I checked, the Kansas City Royals were up 1-0. Do you think, who do you have in this World Series? And how many games do you have them?
Mm, if I had to pick, realistically, I say the Giants in 6, but obviously, I want the fucking Royals to win. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I think Mr. Frisco is going to be celebrating and dancing around and clowning on me in this video. So
Yeah. I remember on Twitter I posted when the Giants and the Royals were set for the World Series. I posted that I had the Giants winning in 5. So hopefully we'll see. I mean the Giants, they're that kind of team where they never go away. So they're always going to come back stronger. So even if they do lose this, I think they could still win the World Series. I mean they got 2 more games at home, and they could possibly finish them out in 6, maybe in the Kansas City. So that's pretty exciting to see.
yeah,
But yeah. So your Lakers, Kobe Bryant. Do you feel like Kobe Bryant's got enough in the tank to make the Lakers a playoff team, or do you feel like pretty much he's out on the downhill right now?
well, um, I can tell you one thing: the Black Mamba is back, bro. Already
Yeah.
like 20 plus a game, and I know it's just preseason, but still, man, they pretty much use their starters in basketball preseason just to get shit started. But I still say that he needs a little help. I mean, one man can't do it by himself.
Yeah. I mean, look at LeBron when he first played for Cleveland. He didn't have any help. Now he has all the help in the world for Cleveland now. So, I mean, if you get players around Kobe, then they could be a good team for the finals, like to contend for the championship. But right
Yeah.
now it looks like the pieces are like Steve Nash. He's out for the season, I believe. And you guys
Yeah,
gotta make
picking
moves.
up just picking up his fucking groceries, man. He's a multi-millionaire. What the hell are you doing with groceries? But even so, man, Steve Nash, the Suns pretty much gave us damaged goods with him to start with,
Yeah.
because he's been out half of the season 3 years prior to this,
Mhm.
and but at least he's nice enough to opt himself out so he could give somebody that cap room for somebody that the Lakers could use.
Yeah.
So that pretty much sums up Nash's career right there. I'm pretty sure he's retired. So
Yeah. So looking at your Raiders, your starting quarterback Derek Carr, were you surprised that the Raiders started Derek Carr over Matt Schaub?
oh no, I'm not surprised at all. Like Carr outplayed him in the preseason.
Mhm.
Schaub didn't do a goddamn thing.
Yeah. Looking at
I'm
Derek
not
Carr.
I'm not a bit surprised. And Carr is the future. Like
Yeah.
despite us losing and stuff, I think long time down the road, he could actually get something going. if we get the right pieces, we get the right receivers, we get a defense to back them up. We get, or excuse me, offensive line to back him up, cover better. He's set.
Yeah, looking at his performance, though, I believe out of all the rookies in the draft, he's got the most touchdowns so far with 8. Or did he throw more than that? But I believe he's thrown 8 touchdowns, so that's pretty impressive for him.
Yeah, he
I
scored
think
like
that was an NFL record for a rookie too.
yeah he threw what do you call it? Actually, I think Roethlisberger still holds the record. I think didn't Roethlisberger was an outstanding quarterback in like '04 or something?
Yeah, he was. But I think like they're kind of like the 5 or 4 games or something, like 6 games out of all the 6 games he's thrown 8. Like that's probably
Yeah,
like the record I think. But yeah, looking at you guys, like if I was you guys, if you do end up have the first round pick, I want to go after a quarterback. I would just stay with Derek Carr as your starting quarterback, because like he,
at least give him a receiver. Like
yeah,
I don't know if you noticed, but our receivers have a tendency to drop the ball. Like Rivera, I want his ass gone at the end of the season. I'm pretty sure Reggie McKenzie is going to be fired after this year if we keep slumping down like this. So we'll see what happens with our GM. We just got to get a decent tight end as well because, like I said, Rivera's not doing the job. He keeps dropping the damn ball.
hmm yeah,
All of them are doing it. It's not just him. Denarius Moore is pretty much dropping the ball. Even Jones is dropping the ball.
mhm. Yeah.
It just
James Jones, the type of like he when he was with Green Bay, I mean, he's caught a lot of balls and had a lot of touchdowns with Green Bay, but he did drop a lot of balls, like key plays of balls too. Like in the playoffs against the Eagles, we could have had like I believe it was like we could have had like a double-digit lead, and then he dropped the ball. He could have been gone, and then it was the Super Bowl. We could have had a big lead too, and he dropped the ball. So when you have
at least
possibility.
y'all won the shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like when you have possibility, when you have opportunity to catch the ball, you got to catch it.
Yeah,
And you're wide.
absolutely. Like if we was catching the ball, we probably would put up more than 13, 14 plus a game.
But I think with James Jones as your receiver, though, I think that was a good pickup for you guys, and I think eventually he'll progress and he'll start to learn more of the Raiders system, and he'll start to catch more balls and stuff, hopefully.
Yeah,
But yeah, I wouldn't let him go. I would just learn from this season and then see from next season if he does better, and then see what you guys could do with him.
yeah, true.
But with the draft with the trades though in the NFL? What was your thought on the Seahawks trading Percy Harvin for a draft pick?
I'm not a bit surprised. He hardly did anything.
Yeah, I mean he was a decent.
So basically, Seattle said this. You know what? Fuck you. We're gonna put you on the worst team ever, and that's the Jets.
Yeah, but I
So,
mean
but that makes us bad. That makes us really, really bad because I'm not. I mean, the Jets ain't a bad team, but they're pretty sloppy, and for us to lose to the Jets makes me kind of feel bad. But
yeah.
again, they're a good team as long as you get them the right pieces to work with, and right now they don't really have much.
Yeah. So, if you being a Raiders fan, you being a Dodgers fan, you've never seen neither one of them win a championship. What if you would have to choose? What team do you see? What team of yours do you see winning the championship first? Do you see the Dodgers winning the World Series first, or do you see the Raiders winning the Super Bowl first?
I was supposed to get my Dodgers World Series this year, but obviously the shit didn't happen. But I don't know, man. You gotta understand. Even when I was a teenager, I haven't seen Raider playoff success. So I would probably have to say the Dodgers are most likely win the World Series before the Raiders win the Super Bowl again. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. I hope they win at the same time. That would even be nicer.
Yeah. With the Dodgers, though, I mean, they got the players to win the World Series, but they just got to get through that St. Louis Cardinals team. in order to get to the World Series.
Yeah, those fuckers always beat us. We beat them in '09. We actually swept them, so it's a little bit of a rivalry between us.
Hmm.
It's a pretty good, damn good rivalry. They sent us packing twice in a year, twice in a row,
Hmm.
2 years in a row. So, but this time they did in the first round.
Yeah.
Kershaw is pretty much the Peyton Manning of baseball because he seems to choke in the big games when they really count the most.
Yep. But yeah. So you had your fair shares of all like bad luck with the Raiders, like with all the bad crushing games. What was your most heartbreaking game watching as a Raiders fan?
Um, as of over the years or recently.
Like anytime as a fan, what was like one of the most heartbroken games?
Um, I would have to say New Year's Day in 2011 or 2012 New Year's Day. We had our last game against the Chargers, and the Broncos lost. We were actually playing at the same time. All we had to do was beat the freaking Chargers, and we would go to the playoffs, and that didn't happen that way. So Denver won the division in a tiebreaker. The freaking Tebow mania shit was a big trend back then. Everybody was fan hopping for Denver. It was getting kind of annoying. So
Yeah, and the funny
yeah,
thing
that's
about that is,
probably my most heartbreaking defeat I've went through. Even the Arizona game when we lost by a chip shot.
yeah, yeah. The funny thing about the Tebow thing, though, I believe like wasn't that his last year as a quarterback too, or was it, did he play next year for the Broncos, or what, did they go with Peyton Manning?
No. He was only for the Broncos for a little while. Then they got as soon as they got Peyton Manning, they said they kicked him under the curb pretty much.
Yeah, well, that had to be one of the best things they did though, because Peyton Manning took them to the Super Bowl. I mean, even though they got blown out, they still went to the Super Bowl, but they're still a contending team with Manning.
Yeah, Tebow was pretty much a fluke player. He was just a very lucky guy.
Yeah,
Even Bronco fans will tell you he wasn't a good quarterback. He was just good. He was just good on the last moments.
yeah. So you have the top four elite quarterbacks as analyst picks. You got Aaron Rodgers, you got Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Drew Brees. What out of all those four quarterbacks, which quarterback do you think went downhill a little bit?
I would probably have to say Drew Brees
Yeah.
because he's choking in those games and
Hmm.
from what I understand lately he's been throwing some interceptions as of late.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
even
not
like
gonna say Tom Brady because
Brady's still playing good.
yeah, he's still playing good, but New England always starts off rusty.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady's still got a good career out of them, but the one that's really upgrading is obviously Peyton.
Yeah, he's playing beast every year though. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, which also goes into this next question. Peyton Manning's the reigning MVP. Like out of all the players right now, looking at everybody's performance, what if you would have to predict who's the MVP going to be? Who would you pick?
um, it'll probably have to be it'll probably have to be Peyton. I hate to say it, but let's just face it. The Broncos always drive up down the field and score them points.
Yeah, I mean, if he does win it back-to-back years, I mean, there's been another quarterback who's done that, and that was Brett Favre. So who's won back.
Yeah, man. He broke the
I think he won
all-time
a three.
record.
Yeah, I think Brett Favre did a three-peat of MVPs.
Yeah, I
So
believe he did.
I wouldn't be surprised if Peyton Manning ends up with like 7 or 8 MVP awards before he retires. I mean, but at the end of the day, though, all that matters is Super Bowls, and he's only got one, so he's gotta get back into the Super Bowl mode.
And he's below 500 in the Super Bowls. He's like
Yeah,
1-2.
1 and 2. Yep. I mean, but he's got to get back up to 500, so he's got to at least try to
If I'm
win.
not mistaken, um, if he would have won that Super Bowl, he would have been the only quarterback in history to win the Super Bowl with more than one team.
Yeah. No
I believe.
quarterback has ever done that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah, no quarterback has ever done that. I mean, Joe Montana came pretty close with the Chiefs, so I mean, if he would have
they
went to the
lost in
Super
the
Bowl,
AFC Championship game.
yeah, but who knows what would have happened if he would have took him to the Super Bowl and won. I mean, he could have been the first quarterback to do that, but he wasn't. But I mean, Peyton Manning, he's still the way he's still playing though. He's still got that shot with the Broncos to go back to the Super Bowl and win it all. But
Yeah,
there's teams standing in his way though, like the Patriots and the Chargers. I mean, even though the Chargers did lose, but they'll come back, probably meet around the playoffs and stuff. And then you got the Colts.
yeah. Chargers are a little inconsistent. They're called the San Diego Chargers for a reason. So,
Yeah. But yeah,
and
so
we played our best game against the Chargers, even though we lost.
hmm
Yeah.
so if you would have to pick out all the quarterbacks in your history as a fan, which quarterback do you feel is the worst quarterback of them all?
Worst quarterback during my prime, like all time. Uh, Shit. I would have to say Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. I mean, he is one of the I mean, like him and I mean the Raiders have felt that
I
like
think that, but in history, if you got to ask me, it was probably Ryan Leaf.
yeah, but Riley
But
didn't play for the Raiders though.
oh no, but
But if
out of worst quarterbacks of all time, he's definitely
yeah,
number one. But as for the Raiders, Kyle Bowler was a backup. I thought he was pretty god awful too. He didn't even give us any points. I remember when Campbell got hurt week 5 in the 2011 season. That's partially what hurt us because Campbell was on. Jason Campbell was on his game, and then he broke his freaking collarbone in week 5 against Cleveland, and we play Cleveland this week.
yeah, it's gonna be
So
yeah,
so we'll see. But I would have to say Jamarcus Russell is by far the worst ever that I've seen as a Raider fan.
yep. So being your second year in the TTC, now you're starting to edit. What made you start editing now, videos?
Uh, Probably after what happened to me with the 49-cent thing, I
Oh
messed up on one of my fucking vids.
yeah,
So I was like, and everybody else is editing in the TTC. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna start learning how to edit, and I did just that. And I
yeah,
think it might make my videos little entertaining more than what they were.
yeah. I would have to say the most successful TTC vidmaker that's not doesn't do editing. He's successful making the videos by just hitting record is probably the voice.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
He's the best, I think, because like he doesn't have to edit. But yeah,
Yeah, he don't need to.
yeah, you don't need to.
He's not the voice for a reason. He's not the voice for no reason.
Yeah, I honestly think the voice he does got that voice. He should get into like radio or something.
Yep,
Cause like
or an announcer or something.
yeah, you'd be pretty good at that, I think. But yeah, so do you feel that the your Los Angeles Kings are gonna repeat in the Stanley Cup Finals, or do you think that my Chicago Blackhawks are gonna get in your way again and stop you from doing it?
The Blackhawks are a tough team. I'm pretty sure they're pretty pissed off about us beating you guys in overtime like that in a
Yeah,
Game 7 crucial game. But I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't remember the last time an NHL team has repeated
yeah.
back-to-back
The
championships.
last team to do that was the Detroit Red Wings, but back in '97 and '98, I believe.
Yeah, that was a cool
That
ass
was
minute, and I'm
13.
not even gonna make predictions anymore because that's another thing. It really jinxes yourself when you make predict predictions. Predictions, my fault.
Yeah,
So when like when I predicted the Dodgers to win the World Series straight up, I was like, we're winning the fucking World Series, and it didn't
yeah,
happen that way. And just like I said, the Raiders were going to be a better team. Nope, I turned out to be wrong.
yeah.
We're
I mean,
actually worse than last year because at this point we had some victories last season.
yeah. I mean, the NHL and the NFL are two sports where it's hard to repeat back to back, and it's been a long time since teams done that. But like, I mean, like the NBA is probably one of the easiest ones to do that because like just look at the stars around like teams and stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, but yeah, like I said though, like it would be kind of amazing though. Like I said in our last interview, it'd be kind of amazing though to see the Blackhawks and the Kings just go at it every year and just beat each other out of the Stanley Cup Finals and just make that a rivalry.
yeah.
Yeah, but one more question before we get this wrapped up. If uh, if like, what would I mean? All right. So, do you feel this is going to be your last year in the TTC, or have you not decided yet?
Uh, it's kind of tough to say. I have yet to decide.
Yeah,
Um, but it all depends. Like I enjoy making the videos. It's fun to do, but we'll just see what happens.
yeah. I remember you messaged me yesterday. You said the only if they would move them to San Antonio, you'd possibly leave the TTC then.
Yeah, I probably would. I would just be
Yeah,
too pissed off to fucking trash talk with them. But
that would kind
they'll still be my team and everything. But I don't think I could wrap them in the TTC anymore if they
yeah.
fucking did that shit. And from the looks of it, it doesn't look to be happening that way. Looks like they're about 80% leaning on Los Angeles.
I think they're gonna move them down to Los Angeles. I thought the toss up between the two teams though is probably the Raiders and the Rams, but I think it'd be better for the Raiders just to move them down.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of support in LA. They even have the Raider image store in Hollywood, you know. So I mean,
They got to
I,
build that.
I didn't even see no St. Louis Rams store.
Yeah,
I mean, unless I'm wrong,
yeah. But
I definitely seen the Raider store out there.
if they would move them down to San Antonio and call them the San Antonio Raiders, that'd be kind of a slap in the face to whole California of the Raiders fans.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be pissed, and I don't get why they would do that anyway. And plus the Spurs, that's more of a Spurs town. The Spurs literally control San Antonio, like everybody's Spurs fans out there. And when it comes to NFL, they're pretty much Cowboys or Saints fans out in San Antonio. So I don't think the Raiders would get much support if they moved out there. And plus,
Yeah.
Jerry Jones might not like it either. So the San Antonio thing is probably out the window. I really hope it is because
Mhm.
that would just piss me off if they fucking moved to San Antonio. And after all that we've put up with them for the past 11 years, and he rewards us by leaving California completely is just completely fucked up on Mark Davis's part.
Yeah, that'd be kind of yeah, that would be fucked up to see that happen. But I really don't think it's gonna happen though. I mean, if they're gonna move them down to anywhere, it'd be Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, and also might I add, Magic Johnson pretty much made a statement that he's going to do whatever he can to persuade Mark Davis to bring him back to LA because the city of LA wants the Raiders.
Yeah.
They want him out there. But if they stay in Oakland, I'll still I'll be happy with it. It doesn't matter to me as long as they stay in the state of California where they belong. I'm good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much about it though. This interview it was a pleasure interviewing you. Hopefully we can get another interview down the road, maybe a part 3. But
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, so this is Matt Ogden and Pistol213rd and we're
Yep.
signing out. Peace.